Remember, please get your parents' consent before attempting any activity.
Hey y'all, this is Mr. Ross, the Activity Boss. Today's activity is coming from our very own Camp Chandler Tonsmeyer, our summer camp. And our camp is opening on May 11th, and you can sign up by going to bgcsouthal.org/camp. Today's activity is an engineering activity, and we're going to learn about an electronic device called Arduinos. And I'm going to show you an Arduino and then tell you how you can go online and mess around with an Arduino at home. So let's get to it. An Arduino is a microcontroller, and that's a fancy tech word that basically means a piece of technology that has a chip inside of it and can be controlled using code in your computer to make different things happen. Arduinos have to be plugged into a computer. So it's plugged in through this cord so that a closed circuit can be made. And remember, a circuit is a closed path that an electrical current can flow through. So this is the Arduino right here. This is an LCD screen, and you can make numbers and letters show up on it. And so you would plug it in here, and this is called the breadboard. And then you can control it using the Arduino. And these right here are different temperature sensors. And so you can plug those in to the breadboard as well and then control them using the Arduino. So next I'm going to show you how you can do some of these same things at home using a program called Tinkercad. And you can actually look at different examples of Arduino projects, and you can look at this very same one on your computer, and you can mess around with different sensors and see all the cool things that you could do with an Arduino.
So to start, you're going to go to tinkercad.com, and then you can scroll down to electronics. So you go to tinkercad.com/learn/circuits, and then you can click Start Tinkering, and you're going to have to sign in. So you can create a personal account, and you can just do it with an email. So then you're going to click on Circuits and Create New Circuit. And here you have all the components, or a lot of common components that you can use with an Arduino. So here's the LED, so that's a really classic component that you use with an Arduino. And so this LED turns red. And resistors are really important parts of creating a circuit with your Arduino. So what resistors do is they control the amount of electrical flow or current that reaches a component of your system. So what that means is this LED can only handle so much electrical current. So if you wanted to make sure that it doesn't get overloaded with electricity, you could use a resistor, and that's going to kind of absorb some of the electrical current, so only so much gets to the LED so it doesn't burn out or get just too little electricity or too much. So it can control the flow of electricity in your circuit. And then a push button is literally a button that you push, so you could program your Arduino to turn an LED light on and off using this button. A potentiometer is like a dial that you can use to control what happens to parts of your circuit. So you could use the potentiometer to control how much light the LED gets. So if you have like a chandelier or a light in the dining room, maybe it's controlled by a potentiometer, or maybe you've seen that before. So that's a dial that can turn the light on and off, but it doesn't just turn it on and off like a flick switch light. It can dim it or make it really bright. So that's what a potentiometer does. A breadboard is where you put all of these components in. So you would put your LED lights in here, you would put your sensors in here, you would put your jumper wires and your resistors in here. And it works together with your Arduino. An LED RGB is pretty cool. It's like a normal LED light, except for it can change to different colors. So it can turn red, green, and blue just with one light. So you can use some code to control what color it's going to turn. And then a photoresistor is a sensor that picks up light. So it measures the amount of light that it's receiving. So you could do something like only turn a light on if there's a certain amount of light in the room. An ultrasonic distance sensor measures how close something is to the sensor. So you could create an alarm system with your Arduino using the ultrasonic sensor. So you could program your Arduino to play a sound when someone gets really close to the sensor, and you could put the Arduino maybe like right near a window outside of your house or something. And a temperature sensor picks up the temperature, so it reads the temperature wherever it is. So you could do something like create a system with your Arduino where the LED RGB would turn blue if it was cold in the room, or turn green if it's like a medium temperature, and then red if it's really hot in the room, and you can control that range of temperatures. So that's just a quick rundown of some common sensors that you can use with your Arduino, and you can create all sorts of really cool things. If you search online, you can see different projects that people have made. So these are some pre-made Arduino systems. So if you click one and drag it out, you can look at it. So this is the blink circuit that I had created in real life. So right there is a resistor, and that's our LED. And then it's in pin 13 in the ground like I did it. And then if you hit start simulation, it'll run the code and do just like what my Arduino was doing. It's blinking a light on and off. And you can click the code here. And usually with an Arduino, it uses lines of code. But on Tinkercad, it uses blocks, which is really helpful for beginners. So it's going to tell you kind of what it's doing. So comments are used to add notes to your code so other people can look at it and understand what's going on. So it tells us that this program blinks pin 13 of the Arduino, which it's doing right there, you can see. And then it's telling it to turn the LED to high. That means turn it on, make it go red, and then wait 1 second, and then turn the voltage to low, so make it go off. And then wait 1 second, and then it'll run through the code again, and it'll keep doing that over and over and over, so it keeps turning on and off.
So I hope you all had fun today being electrical engineers and learning about Arduinos. Remember that you can sign up for our summer camp by going to bgcsouthal.org/camp, and space is limited. And if you do this activity, you can post it on social media and tag us using @ and hashtag #BGCSouthAL. See you next time.